What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on natural gas prices.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And today's video, guys, will be the most interesting for the people who like to see patterns from the technical standpoint. And on top of that, I will show you some fundamental news in regards to the natural gas prices. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis. And I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here on March 15, basically 2 weeks ago. And this long pause was made because of my hospitalization. I had an emergency surgery. And for now, I'm back and I'm doing these videos. So let's take a look on the recent price action. At this very point, I told you that most likely, let's take a look first of all on the bigger picture. We were in the fifth wave, in the potential beginning of the fifth wave. And inside this wave, we were forming, this was the first wave on a slightly smaller scale, this was the second. We were anticipating to form the third wave, then we had to have the fourth and fifth wave to the downside that will complete the entire fifth wave on a slightly bigger scale. But the internal third wave has this type of structure. We had this as our first wave, this is our second, this is the third, and we were here when I made my previous video, and I was anticipating to see another leg to the downside that should break this bottom. But so far we have this lowest point for this wave, and potentially, yes, we can enforce the bottom of the third wave at this very point, but I don't like this count because third wave usually the strongest one and it has the highest volume and it has a clear impulse in it. And this third wave doesn't have this impulse. That is why if I force this wave, this top of the wave at this point, we might have, this is our fifth wave, and we completed the bottom of the fifth wave on a slightly bigger scale. Yes, technically it is debatable, but it is still possible. But is it likely? Definitely not. And in my technical analysis within just several minutes, I will show you what I'm talking about and what is the most probable outcome. But guys, if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to join my Patreon account, where for the $35 a month, you will be able to drastically enhance your trading skills. On top of that, for the first 100 subscribers, I will do a giveaway. I will do a technical analysis based on your request on any asset that you might find. On top of that, guys, for now there is not so many people inside this Discord community, Discord group, and that is why almost 100% of my time will be dedicated to you. And this means it is pretty much the one-on-one training for the $45 a month, but for the price of just a fraction of it, less than 10%, for $35. I think it is quite fair deal. So, and let's continue with the fundamental news. Take a look on this article. It was published on tradingeconomics.com, and let me quote it for you. US natural gas prices rose above $1.7 per MMBTU due to a larger than expected storage draw reported by the EIA and increased demand forecasts for the next 2 weeks. Utilities withdrew 36 BCF of gas from storage, exceeding the 28 BCF draw expected by the market. Despite a 25% drop in prices in Q1 following a mild weather and high output, prices are expected to remain under pressure due to forecasts of a mild weather, ample gas in storage, and reduced gas flow to LNG export plants. These factors may lead to record high US gas consumption in 2024 and the first production cut since 2020, when the pandemic drastically reduced demand. Energy firms like EQT and Chesapeake Energy have already reduced output by 3% in response, delaying well completions and scaling back drilling activities. So, as you can see, we are still in the position where the gas prices have quite a harsh bearish pressure on them, and that is why we have to keep this in mind, and we have to take a look on a bigger picture of the price action. So, and before we dive deep into all of this, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. So, let's start again from the bigger picture. If I zoom out, let me show you that from the, let's switch to 2 hours time frame. From this top that was set on at the very end of October of 2023, we completed the first wave. Then we were in the second to this point. Then we were forming the third wave. And for now, we are in this consolidation phase of 2 waves, of 4th and 5th wave. And we have to find out where we are now. So, you know that 5 waves structure is the structure of the impulsive movement. And the corrective movement has the structure of 3 waves. And definitely these 3 waves is the potential contender to the 4th wave. But at the same time, if you zoom in, you know that A wave can be with 3 or 5 wave structure in it, B wave should be strictly with 3 waves in it, and C wave should be strictly with the 5 waves in it. And guys, my main assumption for now, right here, because of this quite clear sideways movement, that we cannot have the motive wave in it. And this means one of my new assumptions for this price action is that we potentially only in the part of this retracement, and we are, let me show you like this. This might be only A wave, this might be the B wave, and we are forming another leg to the upside to complete the C wave. And this C wave will be the top of our 4th wave on a slightly bigger scale, and then, only then, we might have another leg to the downside that will break this bottom. For now, in my opinion, it is the most probable outcome, because this sideways movement is nothing else but another corrective pattern, and I don't like this movement, and I don't want to enforce this breakdown as the motive wave. It doesn't make sense to me. And that is why my main assumption for now that potentially we might hit higher targets. And guys, C wave should have 5 waves in it, and don't be confused with these 5 waves, because in general we don't have 5 waves in this wave, and this means most likely we are still in corrective wave. But where we might land? Let's assume that we completed A wave. By the way, let's update the scale. I don't want to confuse you with 2 quite similar waves. If we complete the A wave at this point, and if we complete the B wave at this point, we can assume that C wave, if I pull the Fib extension tool from the bottom of the wave, from the bottom of the A wave to the top of the A and to the bottom of the B, we can reach the levels in between 1 and 1.618. So, in most conservative way, we can hit about $2.084, and in more bullish forecast, we might hit 1.618 at roughly $1.4. So this means if my assumption is correct, and if this level holds of about $1.6 mark, we can assume that we might hit this target. And guys, this leads us to a potential setup. But definitely risk to reward ratio is not the best one, because if you add your position right here, your invalidation point will be at around 11% of downside potential, with only 18% of upside potential. Less than 2 to 1 risk to reward ratio doesn't worth your attention. The only way how you can adjust this position is to wait if this asset goes slower, and on a slightly smaller scale, we have to land on a golden pocket range in most probable way, and it might be at 1.6, and from this range we might have about 26% of upside potential with only 4% of downside potential. And yes, this might be quite decent setup, and in this case potentially you will be able to gain out of this movement. So let me leave this tool right here in order to show you the potential upside for this trade. And I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.